Good morning, guys. Today I am making cheesecake dream cake, and I am calling it cheesecake dream cake because it's cheesecake but fluffy and light and almost like a souffle cake. It's going to be moist and sweet and delicious, and I think it's going to be good also for Valentine's Day because I'm going to soak it and top it with cherry pie filling. So I think it'll be delicious. It's a really simple process, but it is a two-step process. It will require 2 bowls, a mixer, and a 9 by 13 baking pan. So in the first bowl, you are going to mix together 1 box of yellow cake mix, standard box, with a 1/2 cup of softened butter and 1 egg. In the second bowl, you're going to mix together 1 8-ounce container of cream cheese, a splash of vanilla, and 2 eggs with 2 cups of powdered sugar. So the first step will be combining the cake mix and then pouring that into your baking pan. And then that will get topped with this mixture here and then baked. Really simple and delicious, just the way that I like it. So once that cools, I'm going to top it with some of the cherry pie filling and see how this all comes together. So when we come back, I will have mixed together both bowls and we will combine them in the pan and get them into a 350 oven. So I will see you back here as soon as we're ready to bake it up. See you in a minute. Okay guys, just a couple of things that I forgot to mention. Use all of your products at room temperature, your eggs, your cream cheese. The butter needs to be softened, so I softened mine up in the microwave till it was just kind of a little bit, you could still kind of tell that it was butter, because that will make a huge difference. Also, the first bowl, the bowl that has the cake mix in it, needs to be beaten with a hand mixer for 5 minutes. And I think because that incorporates all the air into it and is going to give this the result that we want, kind of a dream cake, real fluffy and light and souffle-like. So it's 5 minutes in that first bowl with the cake mix. And this is what it looks like when you lay down the first layer, the cake mix bowl layer. It's very, very, very thick. And you just kind of have to work it into the pan as best as you can. I know that when we pour this softer cream cheese mixture over it, it will bake up and I'm sure turn out delicious. So I'm not too worried about this consistency. I think this is what we need it to be like at this point. And so now I'm just going to pour over that second bowl with the vanilla and the powdered sugar and the cream cheese. I'm going to go ahead and scrape out the rest, even it out on top of here, and get it into the 350 oven. So the next time I see you, we will be letting it cool and we will see what it looks like. So I will see you back here when it's done. So here it is. It was in the oven for 50 minutes, 50. Quite a long time, but this is how I wanted it to look, and I wanted to make sure that it was nice and firm in the center. It's still a little bit warm, but I think now would be the best time to poke the little holes in here so that it can absorb all of that cherry topping that we're going to put on top of here. So what I'm using is chopsticks that I have laying around. I'm going to use both of them at the same time because I'd like the holes to be a little bit bigger than just one chopstick. That way the cherry pie filling can really get down deep into the grooves of this, because I'm not chopping up the pie filling at all or processing it at all. It's going to be whole cherries. So I want the holes to be just a little bit bigger so that they have a good chance and opportunity to absorb all of that cherry goodness. So you don't have to be real precise with this. Once you cut it, I think it would be delicious. Okay, so now comes the fun part. Topping this whole thing with 1 can of cherry pie filling. And then just spread it gently over, because remember, this is still warm. And I'm purposely doing this while it is still warm so that it can absorb a lot of this delicious topping that I think is going to be my favorite part. So I'm just going to continue spreading this evenly over the cheesecake dream cake. When we get back, it will have cooled and we can cut into it and give it a try. So see you back here in just a few minutes. So here is the finished product. Cheesecake dream cake. And I think it met my expectations. It looks succulent and fluffy and light. I don't know if you can see that. So I have a really good feeling about this. I think it's going to be a delicious version of that dense cheesecake that we all really love. So I'm going to go ahead and get some pictures for the blog post. You can get the entire recipe with all of its details over there and some final photos. So we will see you next time. Bye. Okay, well, I'm back. I couldn't take a taste of this without including you guys. Can you see the layers of that cake on the bottom and that cheesecake filling topping that we topped that with? It looks so delicious and so succulent. I cannot wait to take a taste. So I thought I would do that with you guys so you can kind of get an idea of what this is like. So there is the bite, and here we go. If you can imagine cheesecake that is light as a cloud and slightly sweet yet not too sweet, and just moist and not dense and overly rich, which I know is what most of us really like in cheesecake. I do too. But sometimes it's nice to lighten it up without all of that heavy, almost cream cheese density that we're used to. I really hope you give this a try. It's super simple and so delicious, and plus it will feed a ton of people. All I did is top it with that cherry pie filling and a little bit of powdered sugar, and it will make a great dessert, especially for Valentine's Day. So I hope you give it a try. Let me know what you think, and we will see you next time. Bye.